Good morning, everybody. This morning I took it upon myself, because it's been 5 years since we had this hot water tank replaced. Our previous one only lasted 8 years. So I was doing some Googling of stuff on YouTube and Google. And what I kept coming up was the anodic rod should be replaced every so many years. And this being 5 years, I thought I'd take it upon myself to give it a try. And after a few days of thinking how things would go, because on this old house, two guys are struggling to hold a tank to take that nut off. I kind of tried a few days ago without taking the gas vent out of the way, and I also removed the door because I was thinking worst case scenario I would have to use an extension bar or one of these. It didn't come to that because I had a thought a few days ago, and I used the same half-inch drive electric impact that I used to use for our tires in the older vehicles that were always a problem to get the wheel nuts off. And even then, with this thing here, it didn't seem to have enough power to do that. But lo and behold, I put the socket assembly on there, which I've got on a ratchet now. That's to reinstall it. So I'm going to put it in with Teflon tape. But yes, this electric impact, it worked great. I mean, it just buzzed loose in a couple of presses on the button. So keep that in mind, people. Rather than using a Johnson bar or a length of pipe that I was going to use on top of that, the electric impact worked perfectly. And I also added, just as a safety measure, I'd cut a piece of wood and taped it into place. Well, it wasn't necessary because, of course, the impact just spun it out of there with no problems at all. I needed to use these in order to pick it out because it's in kind of a recessed hole there. And I'll show you the so this is the anodic rod or anode rod, and if you look carefully, it is 5 years it's eaten away. So I'm going to go down and pick up a new one. It's just a standard pipe thread. I went to a plumbing wholesaler a couple days ago, and they were kind of giving me a bit of a test to see what I knew or didn't know. But anyhow, use an electric impact. It works.